So today, I want to ask a very simple question. How is it that a game like Minecraft, a game where the entire world itself is randomly generated, took off so much in the speedrunning community? Like, try to imagine speedrunning a game like Zelda, Ocarina of Time, but every single dungeon entrance is shuffled around, and every chest within those dungeons are also shuffled every single time you start a run. Not quite like full-on randomizer, but almost. Minecraft is unique from other games in at least one major way: randomized worlds. When you start a brand new Minecraft world, you can either set Minecraft's world seed to be a fixed value, commonly called set seed, thus generating the same world each and every time, or you can leave it blank and allow for Minecraft to use a random seed instead. And that's where the two most popular categories of Minecraft speedrunning get their names: any percent set seed glitchless and any percent random seed glitchless. But why are glitchless categories the most popular? How have strategies for these speedruns evolved over the years? How were the most optimal set seed world seeds even found in the first place? And where do the records stand today? Well, honestly, that's quite the story. So let's go ahead and let's get right into it. To quickly get this out of the way, the reason glitchless speedruns are more popular than glitched is that the main attraction of glitched speedruns used to be the duplication of items, and in modern times is just the skipping of the Ender Dragon fight using this glitch with an Ender Crystal. While impressive mechanics no doubt, it makes for a fairly boring and fast speedrun to watch, so glitchless it is. Now, in glitchless speedrun terms, the only requirement for beating Minecraft is killing the Ender Dragon on a game mode that is not peaceful without glitches. For the average player, what's the order of operations here? What does a run with that description look like? Well, for Minecraft's first speedrun by Seto Sorcerer in March of 2012, it went kind of like how you would expect it to go. Spawn into a random world, gather some food and supplies, get to the Nether 24 minutes in, exit the Nether with enough blaze rods to craft Eyes of Ender 37 minutes in, have exceptionally good luck finding Endermen for Ender Pearls, allowing for him to collect 11 Ender Pearls in a single night cycle, find the portal room an hour and 7 minutes in using the now crafted Eyes of Ender, gather the remaining Ender Pearls from a nearby cave, climb into the portal an hour and 13 minutes in, and kill the Ender Dragon an hour and 26 minutes into the run. Even by today's standards, this is a pretty fast run. Unless you were an experienced Minecraft speedrunner, if you were to just fire up Minecraft right now, even on easy mode, and try to beat the game this fast, you'd be hard pressed to pull it off. And for the next 2 years, this category really wouldn't evolve all that much. On April 12th, 2014, Terukichi dropped a time of 37 minutes and 43 seconds. Now, don't get me wrong, this run is nearly 50 minutes faster than Seto Sorcerer's run from 2012. That's absolutely impressive. But as far as strategy developments are concerned, which is the main focus of this video, there's only one major difference in this run. Rather than killing the Ender Dragon with melee and ranged based weapons, Terukichi instead opted to use bed explosions. Yeah, bed explosions. You see, within the Nether and the End dimensions, at least prior to Minecraft 1.16, you could only set your spawn point in the overworld, meaning beds just don't work in the Nether and End dimensions. Now, probably as a joke, Mojang, the developers of Minecraft, coded beds to function differently within these dimensions. They coded them to just explode when used, usually killing the player in the process. That was the joke. This explosion actually deals more damage than a single piece of TNT, and it explodes the moment that you click on it. Meaning if you ignite this candle when the Ender Dragon is right on top of it, you're going to deal quite a lot of damage to it in a single hit. If you block the explosion from hitting yourself by putting a block between yourself and the bed, you actually get quite a good strategy for killing the Ender Dragon in only a couple of minutes. Terakichi entered the end with beds in hand 34 minutes and 5 seconds into his run and had the dragon dead less than 4 minutes later. That's pretty impressive. According to Israel's Speedrun spreadsheet from February of 2015, before Speedrun.com was a prominent website in the Minecraft community, only 6 total people in 2 years ever made runs for Random Seed Glitchless. Not exactly what you'd call an active category. So what came next? From March of 2015 all the way until the middle of 2020, a new speedrun category swept Minecraft by storm, at least comparatively at the time. Any percent set seed glitchless, or any percent SSG. The difference between random seed and set seed is in its name. When creating a brand new world in Minecraft, you can actually set Minecraft's seed to be whatever you want, which dictates how the world itself generates. Simply put, if I use the seed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to generate a world, and I make another world with the same seed on the same version of the game, more or less, I get the exact same world, with the same ore spawns, same dungeon loot spawns, and even the same initial mob spawns. This new category radically changed Minecraft speedrunning for years, because no longer were you stuck with an entirely random world to discover and navigate. You knew where the best place to create a nether portal would be. You knew where the end portal was. But as far as Minecraft speedruns were concerned, this run looked fairly similar to the runs of old, with the notable exception of this first world seed having a nearby desert pyramid containing enough gold, diamonds, and an enchanted book with sharpness 3 and looting 2, allowing for the rapid collection of ender pearls with an enchanted diamond sword, cutting the time down by a lot. This isn't truly where any percent SSG took off though. However, it is notable that following the previous and first record in this category of 45:28 by Invisigoth in September of 2014, on January 11th, 2015, Illumina would make Minecraft history by being the first person to beat the game in under 30 minutes without glitches. So, an all-time new record for Minecraft has just been set, with the record going under 30 minutes. Surely, that was going to be it for a while, right? No, that's not where it ends. That's actually where it begins. It's where it all begins. On January 22nd, only 11 days after the 27:38, the record was cut nearly in half and dropped by, again, Terakichi to 14 minutes and 18 seconds. What? How? There's no way. I mean, I can understand cutting the hour-and-a-half record in half, but a nearly 30-minute run cut in half? What happened? Well, according to Matthew Boland, one of the most prominent members of the seed finding and seed cracking community, whenever Terakichi would attempt a random seed glitchless run, even if the run would have been too slow, Tero would always check the end portal room to see how many portal frames would be filled in, and on one of his randomly generated runs, he discovered that the end portal had 8 slots filled in. Yeah. Remember before when I said that the Minecraft seed determines how everything in the world will initially generate? Well, I mean everything, and including this. When I first heard this fact, I genuinely could not believe it. The likelihood of 8 portal frames in a single end portal being filled in ever is about 1 in 300,000. When you tack on that this stronghold also contains 4 ender pearls in separate chests throughout the stronghold, completely bypassing the requirement to hunt for endermen at all, Terakichi got what can only be described as one of the luckiest moments in all of speedrunning. For a world seed to contain all of those elements, alongside a fairly ideal location to create a nether portal that lands right next to a nether fortress, and to get an end dimension that commonly generates fewer than 5 obsidian towers, the odds might stack up to a literal 1 in a million chance. If this doesn't qualify as a contender for the luckiest moment in all of speedrunning, I don't know what does. While I really couldn't believe this at first, Terakichi has been speedrunning Minecraft for a very long time, and Matthew did verify to me that this world can randomly generate. This single random event spawned an entire sub-community of seed finding and seed cracking experts looking to find a world seed even more perfect than this one. This also led to the Minecraft and Super Mario World legend known as Sethbling to begin speedrunning this category of Minecraft in March of 2015, truly bringing Minecraft speedrunning to the masses, including myself. On March 5th, 2015, the day Sethbling submitted his first PB of 18 minutes and 13 seconds, there were only 5 submitted runs on the speedrun.com leaderboard. 1 week later, there were 10. A week after that, 17. And 2 days after that, on March 21st, 2015, Thunderful would become the very first person in Minecraft's history to beat the game in under 10 minutes. Where one story ends, another begins. After the discovery of Terakichi's 8-eye end portal seed, the question emerged, can we do better? This is really where the seed finding community got started. In the beginning, the process for finding new Minecraft seeds was really quite simple. It was quickly discovered by Aslif in August of 2015 that for every Minecraft seed that could naturally generate, there existed 65,535 seeds where those seeds' cave systems, nethers, and end dimensions would be exactly identical to one another, but land generation would be different amongst all of them, which allowed for Crafterdark to use a list that Aslif compiled to find a world seed containing a mob dungeon near the spawn, allowing for much of the item collection phase to be skipped and also allow for some generally better routing as well. All in all, this new seed was well over a minute faster than before. With that, and better execution and luck all around, the Sizzler quickly took the world record from around 9 minutes and 40 seconds to 7 minutes and 37 seconds. From here, this category actually went dark for about 3.5 years, but that didn't mean that the seed finding community was sitting idle in the meantime. Inside of this 3.5 year gap, Earth Computer and then Aslif started breaking down the algorithm that causes strongholds to generate in the first place, because Minecraft is an open source game. And then Matthew Bolin, Geosquare, Zero, and Jewel got involved, eventually culminating in an all-new 11-eye world seed being found that proved to be much faster for this category, which in February of 2020 resulted in Illumina being the first person to beat Minecraft in under 5 minutes in-game time. You would think that this is where any percent SSG would end, right? 5 minutes? Nah. That's where it all begins again, but also where it ends. With all of the seed-related discoveries being found, you may be wondering why the seed-finding community didn't immediately look for a 12-eye pre-lit end portal. Well, up until Minecraft release 1.9, if an end portal spawned with all 12 portal frames filled in, a literal 1 in a trillion chance for it to occur randomly by the way, it actually would not be lit, preventing you from going into the end at all. So for Minecraft versions prior to 1.9, that simply wasn't an option. Once 1.9 came out, however, and that was changed, it still was not immediately faster for 2 reasons. One, the nether segment in Illumina's 5-minute run only lasted about 35 seconds, meaning if a given 12-eye seed was found, but it took more than 35 seconds longer to get to the end, it still wouldn't be faster. And 2, the end dragon fight was completely revamped in this version, and it was ultimately much slower than in versions prior to 1.9, at least for a little while. Now this is where the very last discovery for any percent set seed glitchless comes in. The 1 cycle Ender Dragon fight. You see, when the Ender Dragon fight was revamped in Minecraft Release 1.9, one of the dragon's core mechanics was changed. Rather than randomly charging at the player, it would instead randomly decide to perch on the center platform, usually resulting in it awkwardly spiraling down onto the platform itself. If the dragon successfully perched, it would fly away when a maximum of about 1/3 of its health was taken away. However, in May of 2020, Geosquare discovered that by placing beds on the top of the center platform and timing it correctly, the bed explosion would not only damage the dragon, but knock the dragon up into the air just enough to prevent it from fully perching, thus avoiding the 1/3 damage limit entirely. With an optimal 12-eye pre-lit portal seed being discovered alongside this brand new Ender Dragon strategy, the record began to fall again. Two minutes and 26 seconds. This category is done. The record might still be improved again in the future, but it's tough to argue that there could ever be any new major strategy developments for any percent SSG ever again. 226. That's where the record stands today. But that's not where the story ends. While I don't have the time to go over the revival of any percent Random Seed Glitchless in detail, just know that with the release of Minecraft 1.16 alongside the one-cycle Ender Dragon fight, the general gist of any percent RSG is spawn in, find a village to get enough beds, make your way to the nether, find 1.16's new piglin mobs to trade with, get ender pearls from them as fast as you can, get blaze rods for your eyes of ender, find the end portal stronghold, and kill the ender dragon using the one cycle bed technique. Today, the record for any percent Random Seed Glitchless in 1.16 stands at 14 minutes and 36 seconds real time, and for 1.9 through 1.15, which is its own separate category, it's 20 minutes and 45 seconds, both held by Coriway. Will sub 20 for that version happen anytime soon? Will you be the one to make history? That's about it for me for now. Thanks for watching.